Ever wish you had a remote control for your conscience? A way to just pause, rewind, and really look at the choices you make every day? Well, that's exactly the idea we're going to dive into. So, picture this. You're settling in to watch a movie you've already seen. You know the story, you know what's coming, and that remote is sitting right there in your hands. That feeling of total control, it's actually the key to something pretty profound. With that remote, you're not just a viewer anymore. Nope, you're kind of like a director with a superpower. You can pause the movie right on a character's face just as they're about to make a huge decision, and you get to judge it, right or wrong, because you already know how it's all going to end. The pressure's off, and all that's left is this crystal clear perspective. And this is where it gets really interesting. Remember the first time you watched? You were probably on the edge of your seat, totally caught up in all the drama and emotion. But the second time through, all that emotion kind of fades away and your logical brain takes over. You see the patterns, you analyze the choices with a much clearer head, and you totally get the consequences before they even happen. It really boils down to this, doesn't it? When we rewatch, we can pinpoint that exact moment a character took a wrong turn, the one that led them down that crooked, dark path. And, just as clearly, we can see how a different choice would have put them on that straight and bright road instead. Okay, so let's flip the script for a second, because this isn't just about movies, right? We're all starring in our own film of life, where every single day is like a new scene being shot. But here's the big difference. We don't have a physical remote control to literally rewind our day. But what we do have is something way more powerful. The ability to hit a mental pause button whenever we need to just stop, think, and review the scenes that just played out. So how do you actually do this? How do you turn this cool idea into a real habit? Well, let's talk about a super simple practice you can do every night called Pause the Day. It's a really straightforward 3-step thing. First, replay. Right before you go to sleep, just mentally play back the movie of your day from morning till night. Second, review. Focus in on some of the key decisions you made, those little forks in the road. And finally, and this is the most important part, question. Ask yourself some really honest questions. You can start with a big wide-angled question. Just ask yourself, was my decision correct today? Pick one key moment, one choice that felt important. Now that the emotion of the moment is gone, how does that decision look from a distance? Next, let's zoom in on the other people in your movie for the day. Ask yourself, did I commit an injustice against anyone? Think about who you talked to, who you worked with. Were you fair? Did you treat people right? Or did you maybe cause a little harm, even if you didn't mean to? And for the final question, you turn the camera right on yourself. Ask, did I react out of anger, or did I choose the path of patience and honesty? When things got tough today, what was really driving your response? Was it just a gut reaction, or was it a conscious choice? A choice that reflects the person you actually want to be? So, why do all this? What's the point of this nightly movie review? Well, this simple little habit takes you somewhere really important. It takes you to a place we can call the court of conscience. And this is what true accountability is all about. It's not about waiting for someone else to call you out. It's about having the guts to show up in the court of your own conscience, to be your own judge before anyone else gets the chance. And here is the real payoff. When we do this regularly, we're not just judging the past, we're actually editing the script for our future. With every nightly review, we get a little bit better at playing the main character in our own life story, which, of course, is us. This brings us to what's probably the most empowering part of this whole idea. Look, we can't go back and reshoot yesterday's scenes. That film is already in the can. But what we can do every single morning is decide to write a better story for tomorrow. You see, every small right choice you make today isn't just some random moment that disappears. It's a building block. It's setting up a future scene. It's laying the groundwork for the success story that you want to live out tomorrow. So in the end, it all comes down to this simple but powerful little sequence. In the middle of a crazy day or in the quiet of the night, just give yourself this gift. Pause. Let all the noise fade out. Think. Get that clear-headed director's perspective. And then decide. Because you're the one holding the camera.